Hi, this is Ashley from the Southfield Public Library, and welcome to Computer Basics Episode 5, macOS for Beginners. Today we'll learn about what macOS is, how it compares to Windows, and go over its basic functions like the Apple menu, the menu bar, the dock, and Finder. So let's get started. What is macOS? Macs are computers manufactured by the Apple Corporation that typically use the Mac operating system, or Mac OS. An operating system is what starts up and runs your computer. It's how your computer or your phone responds to your commands. So what are the differences between Mac OS and Windows? They're actually very similar. They have the same basic hardware, meaning what's inside the computer. They're both compatible with mice, keyboards. They also have a similar interface with a desktop, apps, and folders. You can use the popular browsers like Safari, Firefox, and Chrome on both of these operating systems. And you can also have cloud services. So they do sound very similar. What makes them different? Both have the left click and right click buttons, but typically on a Mac it looks like a single button. Most viruses and malware are aimed at Windows-based computers. However, there is still malware and viruses for Macs. Windows-based PCs are usually considered better for supporting gaming. Macs are typically more expensive because they are only made by one company, Apple, and Windows-based PCs are typically made by many. So why purchase a Mac over a Windows-based PC? Windows-based PCs can be more complicated to buy because there are so many options and configurations to choose from. Macs do offer different configurations, but not nearly as many as Windows-based PCs. Macs are also more often easier to repair. Apple stores have the Genius Bar where you can bring in your Apple product for an employee to repair. You can also mail in your product to Apple as well. Mac OS is simpler to use for many users, but ultimately it's a personal preference. If you have an Apple Watch or an iPhone, it's really easy to share between your devices. So if you have one of these devices, it would be easiest to just have all Apple products. Mac OS also comes with great built-in software like iMovie, where you can edit movies, and GarageBand, where you can create your own music. Generally, apps like this through a Windows-based computer would cost some money. So let's take a look at Mac OS, starting with the Apple menu. Not to be confused with the menu bar, the Apple menu is the Apple symbol in the top left-hand side of your screen. It contains a number of important areas of your computer, including About This Mac, System Preferences, and it's also where you navigate to in order to shut down your computer. About This Mac. This area tells you which version of macOS you're running, what kind of computer you have, your serial number. If you click Storage, you can see how much storage space you have on your computer. And this information might be helpful if you are calling for support and need to share what kind of computer you have. System Preferences is equivalent to the control panel on Windows computers. You can see all the options on the screen. Some options of note include add users and profiles, change display, enable Bluetooth, set up printers. You can specify your internet connection, and so much more. In order to close out of here, you click that red dot on the top left corner. You also have the option for force quit if a program is frozen on your computer. And then, of course, sleep, restart, shut down, which you also have on the Windows-based PC as well. Now let's check out the menu bar. So this is the bar to the right of the Apple menu. It has different options based on which program or application you're running. When you're not in a specific program, the Finder menu is the default. We'll talk more about Finder in a little bit. The Apple menu that we just finished reviewing will not change no matter what program you open, which is one of the big differences between the Apple menu and the menu bar. The right side of the menu bar includes things like date and time, battery charge, internet connection. You can adjust the volume. You can also use Spotlight, which is the search function, to search through folders and applications to find what you're looking for. Now let's take a look at the dock. The dock is similar to the Windows Start menu. It's usually at the bottom of the screen, but it can also appear at the left and right hand side, depending on your settings. This is where you can access applications. You can click on the icon, and you just have to click once for it to open up. You can pin folders here. Your minimized windows will also be located here, and all of the applications that show up on the dock can be customized. The dock does not have all of the Mac applications that are on your computer. Launchpad, in older version, it appeared as a rocket ship. Now it's a square with some colorful squares within it. List the majority of them, and you can also use that space to search for applications. You'll find pre-installed applications here like Safari, which is equivalent to Edge or Google Chrome. You'll have the calendar app, the mail app, address book, notes, maps, music. You can also find the App Store here where you can download programs you want to run on your computer. Finally, in the dock, you'll see the trash bin, which is typically in the lower right-hand corner if your dock is appearing at the bottom of your screen. If nothing's in your trash can, the icon appears empty. If you want to move something to the trash, you can click and hold down the left mouse button and drag to the trash. If you're sure you don't need any other items in your trash bin, you can quickly empty it by right-clicking on the trash icon and choosing Empty Trash. Finally, let's check out Finder. Finder is a management application similar to Windows Explorer, where you can see your connected devices, manage your files, applications. To open it, click the face in your dock where one half is blue and the other one is white. When you look at a Finder window, you'll see the sidebar, typically on the left-hand side. You can remove things from your sidebar by right-clicking, then choosing Remove from Sidebar. The space to the right of the sidebar is where you see your files. There are different file views available just above this space. The first option with the 4 squares is my default and shows the files as squares. The next option, the dot with the lines, shows more information about the files. The rectangle separated into 3 parts will show you a preview on the right. The last option shows the preview in the main square with a smaller preview of the other documents in the file just below it. The tab bar is if you have multiple tabs open at the same time. So to open a new tab, you just click File and New Tab. This allows you for multiple views of different files and applications at the same time. You can also search using the top right box. This is a narrower search than Spotlight. It will only search your files, so if you don't see what you're looking for with a Finder search, use Spotlight instead. This concludes the 5th episode of Computer Basics. If you have any questions, give us a call at 248-796-4358. Email us at techhelp@southfieldlibrary.org. You can submit an online technology form on our website, southfieldlibrary.org, by going to the menu, Services, then Virtual Services. And of course, you can find more virtual programs on our website, southfieldlibrary.org. We'd love to hear from you, so please reach out to us. Wishing you well.